This is a walkthrough, and then this is a session of walkthroughs. So this is one part of a walkthrough in regards to fake AI training model, a female AI training model for dating websites. So this portion of the tutorial is going to cover dating websites and a AI model that's recognized as a model based on myself, in their 30s, same exact age as me, same birthday, fake first name, fake fictitious last name, and it's going to represent, understanding this pool and collective of information to see what is just, unjust, good or bad in the community, or just kind of what is organizationally sound and unsound, philosophically. So I'm going to go ahead and then show some basic accounts that I looked into. So first of all, you can look at the new account, and that is for Facebook.com. So when you look at Facebook.com, it does have a dating section to it. So here's my fake user profile. Again, it's Nora McFadden, LMNOP 3.4, 74 friends. And then if you need mental help or resources, call pound 988 from any telephone in the U.S. or for emergencies pound 911 or just 911. So this is just a pool of information here about the character, Nora McFadden, my fake fiance, and fiance or not, it could look like a hacked account. I'm not sure the potential of hacked versus not hacked for fiancés, or in the case of pre-engagement. I know some people are more for that lifestyle, but this is what I put together here, and this does play stories about myself. They're just anecdotal stories about myself, or just about creative writing in general. Just a personality point of view. And again, this is to, obey, what you might consider hacking on an account. So I'll just go over this typical region. A lot of these accounts are fake, even the military profile pictures. They'll have malicious intent. They'll use actual officers' names or people's names, and then they'll attach these images to them. And again, not all of these accounts are real. Some of them are not. Some of them are real. So I'm not sure entirely the extent of them, but this is what you can see. So let's go on. We're going back to Facebook. So let's go to profile, friends. Let's see if I can find it here. Let's see if I can find. Oops, not that one. I'm looking for dating for here. Let's see. Let's see if I could find it. This is troublesome, isn't it? Maybe I can find it. Maybe I cannot find it. That's interesting. Let's see. That's strange. Maybe, let's see. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. I'll check with my regular account here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's not for secondary accounts, not approved for secondary accounts. So it doesn't look like it's available. So, there's something they have actually done about, the possibility of, malicious intent with online dating. So that's a good way to cut back. So let's go on to the other profiles. And again, these are for extenuating purposes only. There's been a lot of crime in my area, and sexual assaults isn't something to joke around with. It's something to gather information and then put into words to inform other people about the wrongs of certain things, and the rights about certain things. So this is just a polite way of doing. These tutorials are a good way to kind of settle a adjustment towards the network feed, and what perhaps is going on, and what are the remedies to go about fixing that issue. So we will go and do that. So first of all, you might go into a dating profile, and we're not going to cover too many. We're just going to cover two because they basically are the same thing. In principle, one could collect less data or more data, say different things, or be free, as you want to put it. But I've and others have probably tried dating websites. It's not really a good way to go about things. And again, I go back to the example in another tutorial. There's always LinkedIn to connect with people you do know and don't know. Just being a professional adult, you don't have to argue all the time. If someone's wronged you, probably express this like kind of in a more professional manner that might sound better. But also you can join groups, and it doesn't have to be on Facebook. You can be on LinkedIn. Just kind of know your network, basically know your network space. And it could be as simple as, working at, any business, Walmart, the store, the grocery store. You could set up a LinkedIn network with all your connections and set up groups. And it's professional demeanor, professional network. It's how I would like to do it if I was working. I would like to be professional spaced and kind of organized that way. But I do see the realistic point in like Facebook trying to connect with people in your immediate community. LinkedIn doesn't always do it, so there's some downside to LinkedIn. But again, these are the potential things that matter. So check and look around. There might be a Facebook group for your culture or your personality type in a more centric way. It doesn't register your domain or your MAC address on a computer, right? You don't want your Facebook group doing that. You don't want your LinkedIn group doing that. You want it to register your kind of your what we consider like your policy number, like what your IQ of your system does, like what your opinion matters. Basically your ideas. So let's go into OkCupid right away. So again, this is registered as Nora M. And her account. So this is just saying it's updated the actions of the terms for OkCupid. And we could go across and read it for renewing subscriptions, changes the dispute resolution process, including where to spin dispute-related documents and process for mass arbitrations and additional special terms for residents of certain locations. So agree. I mean, it's probably not going to say so much like anyone else, so you can hit agree. It goes on to OkCupid. It does look like the first version there, was meant for what is considered a smaller phone. So you'll get the advert like anybody else. They'll ask you, you could see all your likes. This account had, what is considered 65 likes. I bet Guy's profile would probably not have that many likes, actually. So, it tells you one thing, there's probably less females using website dating. I've dabbled and I looked at a few different dating websites. There's dating websites for music. There's dating websites for what's it called? Blood types for different disabilities, for anxiety. Do they really do anything? Are they malicious? They're kind of malicious. I could log in and create an account on the fake profile for something like a female profile. It'll probably end up the same. A lot of likes, a lot of possible messages, not possible messages. You might not be able to read them too. Also, it's like spending so much money to do something you can't. So again, we'll hit see who likes you. Let's try that one. It'll ask you for subscription. So upgrade to OkCupid Premium to people who already like you. So as you can see, this would be just like a guy's profile, a man's profile, a male profile, and you have to upgrade to see it. So you go like in intros. You see nothing here. You can see one picture here. These are all messages. You can't even look at see how many messages. Can you see this person? You can see one person's profile. So, I'm supposing OkCupid is supposed to be a little bit less malicious than other dating platforms because it's more gauged towards the college audience technically. But I'm not saying any technical things. It is what it is. But again, this person's 40 years old, and guess how old Nora is in her heyday of an account username. She's 32 years old, and her name is Nora. She's not verified or anything. She's looking in a mirror here with her with her camera phone here. And then these are just pictures I photoshopped of me into this female figure. And then I think the app is called Facetune. It did a good job at editing the hair, the smile, the complexion, the nose, dimples, anything that you needed to edit. They did have also a free trial. You could use this to do a free trial. So this is basically me. And again, what makes this picture impressive, and I'll just put it impressive or, distinguishable, is, what the material goods in the picture. Again, like she looks strong. She has a iPhone 11, and if you haven't seen an iPhone 11 before, it's pretty darn heavy, and you need two hands to pick it up. And also the shirt is an American-made shirt, made right here in America, grown in America, or in the United States. Or the pants are also 511 pants. They're all right pants, so we'll just put it that way. And then the next picture, again, an American shirt, or maybe not an American shirt, but again, this one is more tactile. It shows a prepaid telephone, showing she's serious. And it just connects the dots, basically. This one is her being kooky. And again, these are all me. These are two pencils I've purchased in a 3 or 4 pencil pack to do some material testing for kind of photographic images on something like Facebook. So yeah, I literally spent my money on a 4-pack of pencils to do that same exact thing. So when you think about the time, stress, strategy, management, again, you're pointing to the 4 C's, 4 P's. And you know what that adds up to? Training. You don't just in the algorithm of looking through the data, looking at the cost, contribution, all the factors, process, price, all of that. You have to train. So you go into that mode of logistics, coordination, and then training. So that's kind of how it connects. But sometimes it doesn't connect that way. You look at that business strategy sometimes too. There's a lot of points and pools for business strategy. So you basically need to look at those qualifications, which pool will go into what, like Michael Porter would say, it's the Coca-Cola company that grew so big, but how they did it, they started buying out their competitors. So it's the same principle. If you're a end user, you're a cybersecurity company, you have to buy those tools to foundationally look through that material, basically. It doesn't just come from nowhere. People don't just donate to something that don't exist, as they put it. But bad actors and bad malicious actors do have a way to getting hold of goods and materials and making their way into a heyday of whatever they do. Whether it's shutting something down, creating a new theory or theorem that just doesn't work right, but it works for them. The inline is, that's how it works. That's how malicious actors act. Bad actors, So this one is, a signifier of, craziness, or absurdity, basically. 2 pencils, and then this one is a Sansa MP3 player. Who doesn't have one of these? Who hasn't challenged, the idea of, freeing the pockets, having less or more space on you, and putting how many songs on there? Thousands of songs, better than almost an iPod, but not as great of quality, some might say. So you go on. This is one. This one is a little bit more egocentric, no color. So you can definitely tell it's an AI, but again, it's a portrayal of the image. NYPD shirt, obviously you can see that New York City Police Department, real shirt, real purchase. But on top is the tie, and the tie that matters, the tie that ties it together. So, in the pyramid of things, you might say, like Maslow's theories has its needs and wants: water, food, sex on the bottom, and then the top, it goes up to emotional intelligence. You see what expands and collects more than emotional intelligence, and that's something like your grooming, your facilitation, or your business, and then also the idea of conciliation, which is like an old spoken way of consuming, but also delegating. So where would you put that? You put that in your tie. You put that in your significant tie, and it would be possibly handed down to you, or it would be conciliated. So that's a good dynamic. If that's all that means, you get the tie, you you wear the tie, but are people misconceived all the time? Can you buy oil from the oil salesman and it not be oil? I'm certain you can. I'm certain this is America, and I'm certain it happens all the time. So you've really got to think about your your perceptions here. It's a sense of visual communication. Very very simple, very easygoing, very very down to earth ideas. But don't lose all self control here. It's just one image, so we'll go on to the next image. And again, this tie's yellow. It doesn't have a time maker on it, but you can see that it's an image to get your mood and attention into a direction that looks like I'm all about it. Albeit and then you catch the guy who matters the most, because in real life, someone who signifies the tie wears that tie in their idea. Like they make the tie to put a self-esteem about themselves. So when you take that tie, you start to understand your presentation. If you take that tie and you wear it to something that might be to work, you're working maintenance, it might not go so well, but it might tell you a story about what your plans are, overall, kind of your psychiatric or psychological, inquiry. It's good to wear a tie, but it's not good to portray the tie like your tie is better than someone else. So it's a picture here, but the picture has no color. You can't grab it. It's nobody's attention. But you ask why the tie? Why is it clustered like it's a process of culture. So we'll go on to the next image here, and then this is the broken hearts behind the image. And again, this one is me. It doesn't exactly look like the other characters, like this one right here, and this one's a little bit different too. But as you can see, there's a popped red balloon behind this character Nora, and she's smiling. There's Christmas lights, and then why Christmas lights matter, because they have small little bulbs imprinted, just like old computers that quantified and classified data like arrays or sets when it was cryptography. So these bulbs signify like kind of a request or intake of processed data or information, kind of like how static would form in like a fuse, basically. And the red balloon, of course, is like a signifier of what's distinguished, what is wholesome or heartful, what is whole. So, or red, what is human or compassionate, or also what is anger. So it does show that angry side of it. So go on to show the rest of the profile here. Okay. So we'll go into the profile. Woman, bisexual, monogamous, single, she, her, 6 foot, a little extra. Just add it there. Some people gain weight. It's not a big deal. Whites, other ethnicity, atheism. In college, goes to UMPI. About the only college that does college credits at their own pace, basically. So, probably the least expensive college you can go to in the United States right now. That is certified by the Federal Financial Aid Office. Speaks English, Arabic, Chinese Mandarin, and Polish. Doesn't say those, employment or politics or astrological sign. Doesn't smoke cigarettes. Doesn't drink. Never smokes marijuana. No drugs. Okay, and then doesn't have kids and doesn't want them. Doesn't have any pets. And says about me, myself, summary. My name is Nora. I'm a programmer. I am a former police dispatcher. I love journalism. I don't have a clue into the world why I wouldn't. I'll read that. I love journalism. I don't have a clue into the world why I wouldn't. I can list 5 reasons. I love music. I like to listen, think, and then act. Some people call me a genius. And then it says M2Y Cyber. The username for YouTube. I didn't put YouTube. They can look this information up if they're so willing to. Insta, LMNOP 3.4. So the Instagram doesn't really have much. It's about 5 pictures, not really too much commentary or anything. Okay, and it says current goal, finishing school. Talent I could probably beat you at. Who has the biggest heart? My traits, my golden rule, service, survive, and don't trust a soul. Okay. So a girl who needs a kind hand, basically, what this is saying so far. Needs, I value My family, honesty, and open mind, and a forecast for life. Something genuine. Okay. Hobbies. The last show I binged, FBI '09. So must be saying something about the NYPD shirt right there. Moments. A perfect day. Meet my future partner for life. Don't backtrack and have a bright day. Okay. Secrets. The most private thing I'm willing to admit. I used to look through that glass circle. Whatever that means. Could it be an old book, an old story? She does talk about journalism, so it could be, a book about scope somehow. So maybe Lewis Robertson Stevenson or something like that. So dating, what I'm actually looking for, someone special who can count from 1 to 25 and back. So aside from all of this, that's about it. This is the profile. Let's go to the messages here. Again, there's no way to get the messages, no way to see them. You could boost yourself if you paid money, and then no way to read or deliver any messages. And this is how much it would cost for premium to do all of this. Send unlimited likes, set deal breakers, unlimited rewind, see all your intros, never see ads. 6 months for $104.99 or $17.50 a month. 3 months, $70, $23.33 a month, or 1 month, $34.99 a month. And you say to yourself, is that a lot? It does seem like a lot to someone who's poor. I'm surprised. And then you ask yourself, has the dating website ever opened up dating networks towards people who were poor and gave them free trials while they charged consumers more money? It is a possibility. Is it a possibility when it came out? I'm not entirely sure. I did meet one of the contractors who worked on this website, OkCupid, and a few other ones. I knew a few people when I was in high school. Of course, I didn't use them, but I did learn some of the tricks of the trade, more of an academic realm. There was a lot of PhD professors. I mean, they weren't all computer science people. They were very normal and, already had their fiancés and everything like that. Again, this is what you get from, OkCupid. And we can go back into this, show you basic here. Let's see. Oh, is there no basic? Oh, here's premium. Oh, I'm sorry. This is premium. It is even more money, apparently. It's $134 for 6 months, $90 for 3 months, and 1 month is, $45. And let's see what you get from premium. OkCupid premium features see who likes you, 3 super likes a week, see all questions answered, send unlimited likes, set deal breakers, unlimited rewind, see all your intros, never see ads. So there you go. There you have it. I'm not sure what I hit right there. Oh, it can automatically charge you apparently. So that's a bummer. I don't think anybody wants that. So we'll exit that app. It's been out for a while, but back in the day, let's say 9 years ago or so, this app was free. This app was able to go online. You were able to talk to people for free. So there was that, and there was the other application was called Plenty of Fish, and then that one was also free, and that was free for some time. I think it was for a while. Then it was a competitor to OkCupid. But let's go on. Let's go into one more app here and look at the application here. So basically, let's go over Nora's profile here. So this is Nora, the AI model profile. Let's see if I could see it. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Oh, here's view. Okay, so you're using she, her, hers pronouns. Let's do this for our date from home. Okay, and then this is her holding a flower here. The next one says, would you rather go to any networking group, look for network errors, the code errors on a network math EE, complain, and start acting crazy? So basically, these were just added just to kind of look at the network again. This year, I really want to meet friends that don't do drugs, find a partner that is nice and clean person. There's some I'm sorry, word errors. Okay. So age 32, woman, lesbian, 6 foot, San Diego, white, Caucasian, other, don't have children, not sure, Libra, no drinking, no smoking, no marijuana use, no drug use. So interns at Communications, UMPI is the school again. For religions, this is atheist, Buddhist, agnostic, Christian, Jewish, spiritual, and other. This one says San Diego, California. Liberal, English, sign language, French, Irish, Latin, Polish. Looking for life partner, monogamy. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And then it has the same picture as seen on my mom's fridge. 2 pencils, again, as crazy as it gets. My most irrational fear, a group of villains will overtake the city. Whose fear would that not be? It was all fun and games until, and of course, the MP3 player, quote unquote. And again, this is with an American shirt, all of that. The necklace is also photoshopped in, if there's a necklace there somehow, but I don't think there is. It must be hair. But the MP3 player is an interesting concept. Dating me is like comprehend some families live on $100 a month, really. So yeah, a good way to, cut the line of BS. So we'll see if there's any bad actors. And again, I'm going to, monitor this account as long as I can, just to look at, what politeness this is. So going to, this should go viral. And her holding a checkbook from some sort of bank. And then Life Outtake, the Nokia phone, $100 phone there, or less for some people. So we looked at that, and then now we'll look at people's likes here. We could look at the people who are liking me. The first person comes up, they put garage door opener. Okay. So that is what that is. So is it a comment, a rude comment, anti-Semitic? I'm not sure what it could mean. Does it mean something else? Would someone go all the way to harass someone after the comment has been made? It's a possibility. It's also a possibility this person is drunk. They could be driving. They could have just be aggressive. They could be threatening. It's all sorts of questions. So it's a dating website, online network. So, would you go on a date with someone who said that? Probably not, right? So you go on to these profiles that also sent likes. They liked your photo, liked your photo, liked your photo, liked your photo. And there's all these photos. And then you said, you look absolutely something. It says, yes. And then it says, drug-free, nice and clean. And why not? Hi, Nora, I hope you are. But you can't read these. So I'll click on this. Again, you have to pay money for this. So let's look at the prices here. Hinge Plus is send unlimited likes to everyone who likes you. Set more dating preferences. Sort all incoming likes. Browse by who's new or nearby. Unlock more features and get seen sooner. Enhance recommendations. Skip the line. Priority likes. View Hinge X benefits. So with Hinge Plus, it's almost $20 a week. With 1 month, it's $8.16 a week. 3 months, it's $5.05 a week, and with 6 months, it's $3.88 a week. So that's the pricing there. Let's see. HingeX is a little bit more expensive, $23 a week, $10.50 a month for a week, or a week per month. So, and then these are all the things you get: skip the line, enhance recommendations, priority likes. So, I mean, it is what it is. And again, is this better than Facebook or something like LinkedIn? LinkedIn is only a professional network. It's run by professional adults. I see a lot more, professional behavior on LinkedIn, and it doesn't have anything to do with, what's right or wrong, philosophically or sociologically or economic for that matter. It has to do with depicted material, which is having to do with graphic material, maybe nudity or death threats, things like that. They just remove those. So there's that. People can express their point of view any way they like. It's how you actually do act on those things, or if they turn into urges. That's how it is. So you look at this. These are all the people that hearted you or hearted this account. And the list goes on. It looks like there's 50 plus likes, so it's quite a lot here. You go into messages here. These are my turn here. So here's one message. I talked to this individual. It looks like the other individual deleted the profiles. I did take pictures of it, but they talked about basically spooning me, even though it might look like an AI model. And I didn't leave them on at all. I said I'm not really interested in meeting men right now. I also said, I'm determined to make friends first and talk to people. So basically, this is what I can see. This one just says, hi. He says he liked my profile, so I say hi back. He doesn't say anything, but the demographic here is, it is what it is. You could take of it, as you will. This one person didn't get a response back either. Dead Sansa, did your rock box it? XD. I'm not sure if it's a joke, saying something, or again, saying something malicious, an attempt where it's considered solicitation. And I'm not saying there's a negative part of solicitation. I'm just calling it, if you proceed with, matters that are, asking someone for whereabouts, for, like work for hire, or, what's it considered? Extortion, what would be considered blackmail, anything that has to do with, facilitation, like kind of finding like arrangements and different like things, character points about other people, that might be considered solicitation. So, it's good to, take everything with like a grain of salt or sour apple, as they say, possibly. Not all the jokes come across fine. But, if his joke was not the intent to, make fun of someone or something, I'm not sure what to say because, as emotion and intelligence, do say, count your blessings and give to your fear, or, give to your, like, your thoughts, basically. So count your health, basically. So, this is what I see. So there were more messages, and I could look through. I did take pictures of the images. I could show you in a second. But these are the particularities of this user account. And again, there's not very much here. So you can get a lot of messages. You can not really get very much out of it. Unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles, or the way the story goes in an everlasting story. That just ends right there. No, I'm just joking with you. We'll keep on going on and tracking on. Let's see. There's some more images of Nora lifting a weight, and as you can see, I'm lifting the weight. And why I did weight is I wanted to observe theory of curriculum over stratification. This one is to significantly look at mass spectrometry, or like kind of word math of what's heavy, what weighs a lot, what doesn't make sense in your mind. That's math related. It's holding a weight. So most kids hold masses, right, at school. They weigh things, and it's not until a certain grade level you start doing this, and that's when you procure those points of those penetration networks in school shootings, or the idea of the mass shooting. Like, why didn't the kid have a good time weighing masses and make a mass joke about weighing his physics supplies for class? That didn't obviously happen for somebody. They didn't have a good time. So, maybe this would be more of a progression, just to kind of look at the familiarity between the networks. So, go on. This is me pointing at a spider on the wall. So go on. Miata, a olive tree there. These are all the likes and dislikes. These are me, playing with, material. Again, a glove with Nora, her hair changes. These are all pictures of military officers on Facebook that possibly are fake or not real. Here's one image of an individual who did message me. How come you're holding things in all your pics? Don't know him, but I mean, he looked like a comedian according to all of his other pictures on the website, on the forum here. So let's look for the chat logs here from the image. And again, there's me with a beard right there with the postage stamp. Keep on going. We can find it if we can find it here. Let's see if we can find it. We can keep on going. I think we missed it somehow. Wow, oh gosh. But if I could find it, I would see it. I don't see it here. So let's see. Would this be it? Here's some more things. Here's an example of a profile of a man, selling drugs possibly. So love ATM, 25% pills, mushrooms, rainbow, apparently what that means, whoever that is. So we'll go on to these images here. See if we can find the profiles here. And let's see, I'm not really seeing it right now this second, but the individual did talk about, was a little bit aggressive. I would say the individual, before they deleted the message, was a little bit aggressive. They talked about, wanting to spoon, or, how my thoughts or opinions did not matter. And again, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to see that. And again, with social networking, it's not always the case where things are that good. Okay, so here's the messages I got. So he asks why I didn't like social networks. He says, I said, because they're owned by a corporate business. They charge a lot of money. They don't really do anything. They're not healthy. They give me the heebie-jeebies. Sure, I'm sure about this, but you're still on here, so I'm confused. You're pretty cute and tall, and I wanted to check you out, but if not, okay. And again, I'm not sure if that's good or bad. What are you using it for? Just to network, usually? Paying money on dates? Okay, then, let's see. Damn, somehow an eventful, but especially sucks. I'm sorry. Any fun weekend plans? This is nope. Do you want to make some? I've never used a dating site ever to meet anybody. What are you using it for? Just to network, usually. Paying much money to go on dates is pretty much one of my do's not do. My do not do's. Then what do you do for work? And this is at work. I'm a Navy engineering consultant for the Navy. What are you up to today? Absolutely nothing. Chill. What do you do for absolutely nothing? Just worry. In school, what do you do in your free time? Oh no, that's not good. I play tennis, frisbee, walk around, cook, etc. Are you attending school or working? I work. So I mean, it goes on. And you can see, the network here. That's a cool fact. Are you in the science by trade? Not me. I'm a student journalist. A journalist reporting to students, or a student learning journalism. I'm studying journalism. Yes. Oh, that's fun. Do you like it? It takes forever for the internships. I'm also studying other areas. I just received my MIS. Hi, how are you? How was your Thursday? It's been very good. I'm very frustrated with the food I ate. Made me feel very sick. Oh, damn. I hate that. Hope you feel better. Follow me a fun Nora fact. Oxygen is pale blue when in liquid, or solid form, and colorless, odorless, and tasteless when gas. So, yeah, this is his response to not doing drugs. But I think that was, about it, but I'm not sure if there was more messages to it. Here's more messages. Okay, then give me the heebie-jeebies, but I'm real. What do you think? Let's see. No, thank you. I tell him about me. He says, I think it may be time for us to part ways. Again, I don't care about Austin. Who are you? What's going on? Really, he's a really nice guy. I post about him all the time on Facebook. LMNOP 3.4. No, thank you. I love Austin very much. I think it may be time for us to part ways. He's solved all my problems. Okay, then. I don't know what that has to do with me. I need new friends. Yeah, friends are good. I'm not a bad guy. Yeah, I'm no 90-year-olds. I don't believe that. maybe you're an evil 88-year-old. Maybe if you never met Austin, he has enemies too. I posted all about him on Facebook. I love him so much. People think he is a very nice person. Austin can have a mean side too, but he's always polite, organized, respectful, and truly peaceful. Yeah, it goes into this conversation of, myself recommending, if this person wanted to act, more normal. I suppose I would consider it more normal. So these are, the messages I sent this one person. It's an interesting concept. So you could see that there could be messages here. There could, not be messages that, really do much. They're not really, something you could depend on, basically. For instance, this image, let's see, just talking to them, imagine a blank piece of paper that can have one input signature. Some can't offset an algorithm. And it says, "You lost me. I just wanted to have sex with a 6-foot girl. Now we have Austin in algorithms and blank paper." And I said, "Good luck." And then I say, "Don't forget that DNA test." And then he basically hangs up the personal chat here. And gosh darn, and I could say the darndest things, you just don't know what somebody's going to do. Is that a good way to leave a message to somebody? Probably not. Probably not a good way to go about, after work behavior or social behavior, if that's what you think is ethical in real life. Probably not a good way to go about that. Also, it's a good way to, remember that, dating websites are probably quite flawed in a way. You'll probably meet somebody who's, anybody, and it could be anybody with a little bit of money who could simply, network themselves, send a message and get their message across first. Not everything you see is dandy, So let's go into Facebook. We'll look at the groups real quick. Let's go into 30s Meet San Diego. So this is just basically San Diego 30s. A basic, simple website to post information on, San Diego. Do you want to hang out? Are you 30-year-old or so? And this could be for a lot of things. It could be for chatting. It could be for talking. It could be for anything. It could be for giving birth. It could be for naming your child. It could be for emergency situations. A whole lot of situations. You get stuck over on the freeway on the I-90. You got to get picked up in the middle of the night. This is where you would go. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you meet someone there. So this is what you have. So let's try a little test. Let's see. This one here. I'm into the group. I'm 34. I'm in North Carolina and just moved to San Diego about 6 months ago. Love to hang out, street food, swimming, and love watching movies. I hope I can find new friends here. And I don't know anything about this person. Let's see if I could find somebody maybe who might be a little bit more normal. Okay. No husband, just 2 cats, raging Taylor Swift addiction. Okay. And then I'll put I love Taylor Swift too. Okay. Taylor Swift too. And then I'll explain it, explanation mark, and then I'll type in wave here too. And I'll put a wave signal, and then I'll send the request. So this is posting. It posts. Okay, so there's one instance here of it working here. So let's try something on the effective side of here. I'll just write this is a test post. Quotation marks here. And then I'll put 0, x 0. So this is a test post. Okay, so there's nothing really behind it. It's just a test post. So basically, this will go against. It won't go against any rules. So it's just a test post for this M2Y Cyber security pseudo cybersecurity company for school related purposes. So we'll just hit post here. View post. And it was post. So it looks like this one was post, but we have two that were removed. So let's see the posts. These were the posts that were removed. Okay, just tried posting this through my fiance's profile. Let me try again. It might be a system problem. Hi, my name is Nora. I'm 32. I just moved to San Diego from elsewhere in the country. My fiance Austin is going to school. He is working on a psychology minor right now. We are both bored and want to do things with others, open to games, research, get-togethers, and of course anything having to do with art. My man Austin is a writer and wants to work on some projects with others. Also, we have had jobs in security related roles. We both don't use drugs. We both don't drink. We have had a few deaths in both of our families, unfortunately. Just let me know if you're interested in networking. And then this was the image here. So, I mean, basically what I've been having to do is take a photo right here, since this person seems like a malicious actor. And then this test post will, be there, and it will basically, most likely this will be removed by the individual who's moderating the group. And then again, you can go into the about of the group. You can look at people who are moderating the group. You just walk in there, look at all the admins and moderators here. You can see a list of them right here. And as you can see, some of these people are actual, going to school for something. Do they think they're better than others? It's probably drugs. It's most likely drugs. It's most likely, some sort of abuse somehow. Someone is trying to systematically, abuse someone, or maybe they're a drug dealer. So it's a pretty good question. What can you do with this? What can't you do with this? Most normal people who don't go by abnormal rules, basically, don't censor freedom of speech. And I don't think any of these posts I've made go against the guidelines. So, this is what I'm seeing right now. So it could be another story, cybersecurity lesson of, taking an in-depth role or look at different groups for something like psychiatric, role related. You might need to, get a volunteer job. I don't have a volunteer job there right now. I do have a volunteer job working at a network for, those who have mental illness, but I just draft up the newsletter right now. So again, this is for my cybersecurity related studies at my school. Basically a cybersecurity company that's branched off of project management for my school, I should say it that way, to kind of categorize. You never know what kind of evidence it bring, or kind of quantification, or what you might consider project management, quote unquote, for the work relay, or maybe starting a new business. So it could be there. This is what you might see it to be. So you just got to be more careful about what you can see, who you talk to, especially these people. This is 22,000 members. Does this person collect data from people? They might collect data. If there's 22,000 people on there, and one person made a message every night, you probably wouldn't be able to see it. But if there was a couple, 1,000 people, maybe out of that pool, you would just have so many, collective, agreements, or, friends or something. But, again, you don't know. And you got to ask yourself, do I know this person who's been, censoring content? Did they not get back to the right person? It's a good question, but from the posts I see, they're just people welcoming themselves to the community. You got to ask yourself, is it popular? Is there actually 22,000 people in it? Are they fake accounts? So, things you have to think about. And you look into the user profiles again at some of these groups. They look, not even real, even a little bit. So you got to pardon yourself there. you say cowboy. I think it's not enough fun is enough. It's time to be an adult and just kind of walk through the problem and act like a adult who's a professional adult. It is what it is again. And I've taken you through multiple dating sites here. I'm not sure there's much else you could do besides these things. Like I can walk you through Face App, which is the app that has been so time consuming of looking at different profile images and making them look different. This is me with a mop. I haven't edited this today, but it was a interesting picture, albeit that. And I can change your face, so I could take this image of the mop, of me singing at the mop, of course, to a Taylor Swift song. I could do it with a broken heart, obviously. And I'll show you. So turn it to a female here. And there you go. Turn it into a female 2, number 2. There you go, 2. Or masculine. There you go, 2. Oh, it doesn't look the same, but you can turn it into female 1. Oh, you hit save. You want to hit apply. You go into hairstyles, and it's real simple. You can make it long, 2. Look more real. See, or you can make it into haircut. So you got to be careful what kind of shirts you wear and whatnot. And features here, you could put dimples on the person here. You could put a smile, and the smile comes off across fairly well here. So there you go there. You can go into skin here, freckles. You could add freckles to the person. You know what they say about freckles? That's when you meet, the devil himself. So it's a joke, because the Irish, don't have a lot of, what would be considered olive trees or, plants that are neurotoxic because they would be toxic to the ground because they plant a lot more food and have a shorter amount of space. Again, you could look at, big nose. You could add a big nose to the face. And it changes, and then big face, if that's a thing, apparently. So it might not look like a real thing. It looked a little bit more fake that time. This is the forehead. Looks a little bit more fake. You cancel. But, that's what you get here. So this is, the image, mop, mop mic, as you put it. This is what you can get. This is the networking, for fake female user accounts. I have my own user account, but to explain, there's not really many messages. So you got to ask yourself again, with the short amount of space, with the mentality of someone who doesn't drink, who doesn't smoke, technically cigarettes, who doesn't do drugs, or has a volunteer job, possibly works with the same network as me, which would be like something like related to special education, which I've worked with my whole life. I do have a dear family member who has a disability, so I do take these things really dear to my central purpose of, when I see, something that looks wrong, maybe it is wrong, maybe, somebody's asking for help in a way, or maybe, somebody's doing something on purpose, which maybe in this case, it's probably not on purpose, unless it's a bad actor. And again, there's the question of, does it seem fair? Do I see a lot of hate crimes on Facebook or something like Twitter? I certainly do, and I certainly hope, that can be mediated and resolved fairly quickly or soon. So, again, this has been a presentation by M2I Cybersecurity, and it has been a good show-off of communication points. One recommendation if you're trying to remediate, meeting new people, which is, always an issue with, app shoppers, as they put it. Somebody who's, always looking for the new friend. You got to have them. You always need them. You could, look into, talking to someone who might be running a peer group or a peer supports group near you or online. Also, it is always a good idea to know who you're talking to. Don't just go to a straight AA meeting if you're not an alcoholic, right? That's not going to help anybody. You don't need to get involved with abuse of any kind to meet new people or find some resolution in life. You need to find some sobriety, like some sober ideas, or some adequate ideas of finding ways to talk to people just to resolve any issues. It could be peer related, peer support related. It means you might have some anxiety, might mean you have no anxiety. You just would like to talk to people. So that's the possibility of that challenge there. So I wish you the best of luck there. And again, always try LinkedIn. There are always potential dynamics to talk to people. So don't be afraid to ask. And if you're afraid of the first question, always ask the second question. In fact, always ask a second question, and always stay safe online. So there you are. Again, this is M2I Cybersecurity.